Welcome to the new YouTube channel. If you haven't already done it, hit the subscribe button to follow us all season long for updates and content. So happy that you're here. It's going to be a great year. Welcome back to the Richard Sherman podcast, and we got a very, very special guest rejoining us, Deommodore Lenoir, cornerback for the San Francisco 49ers. Happy to have him, excited to talk to him about this upcoming season, his goals, and maybe some of the games from the past season.
What's up, man?
What up, Demo? How are you?
Doing good, man.
Year 4 is flying now.
Oh, yeah. It went by fast.
Right. You playing a lot of football.
Felt like I was just coming in here trying to earn a name.
Right.
And now it's here, and everybody knows me, so it's a surreal feeling.
It gotta be. And you got a little boy.
Oh yeah,
big boy.
Yeah, just to have him, and then with him noticing the stuff I do now, and me playing football, and then now he want to play catch and stuff. It's a great feeling. A great dad feeling.
It is. Kyle, still wait. You still at the house, or you still at the hotel?
Oh no, we at the house now. He let us, after the first game, he loosened up on us.
Okay, yeah, he didn't get soft in his old age. That's good though. That's good. How you feeling about training camp? How's it been?
Oh man, I feel like I've been having my best training camp, so far, with me just being in the NFL, and I feel like this is one of those years for me, ready to take that next step.
Right. I mean, what next step can you take? You didn't play in every big game. You didn't play really good football in all the big games. Played in what you played in 6-7 playoff games now?
Oh yeah.
And played really well. Tell me about that. Like, how is that feeling now? Because you're not only a veteran, but you're a playoff vet and a Super Bowl vet. So do you feel like even more confidence, even more at ease, going into the season?
I would say, yeah, I'm more poised out there, especially, with just like when the ball is coming, it's not like a panic no more. It's like, it's my ball. Like, so it's like kind of a different feeling. And then like with just the playoffs, everybody is expecting me to make a play or like get a turnover. So I feel like that's what is expected of me. So, that's kind of like my standard. That's kind of how I push myself, with just that feeling, just wanting to get that feeling back.
How's the energy around the team? I mean, obviously, there's always some kind of chaos going on in training camp. It was Nick last year. It's BA and Trent this year. But it's a veteran group, so I'm sure everybody handling it pretty good.
Yeah, everybody's under control. They knowing like it's gonna get done at some point.
Right.
We just, everybody just ready for week 1, really. Just, the emotions is high, just ready to get that feeling back, get back out there, because we left with a sour taste, with losing the Super Bowl. So everybody just really want to get back out there and just show what we got.
And believe you me, I know how I feel. Twice. It's not good, boy. You just want to play again.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Yeah, I know. What you think of Nick?
Oh, he's great. The energy level he brings, to the defensive room, and then everybody is more familiar with him, because he was already on staff, and he used to always be in front of the team presenting third down and stuff like. So he has the attention of the room already. So we just need that, that first game, get that first game jitters out for everybody, really.
How much different is it having Nick than it was having Steve? Because I know Steve want to bring random zero pressures and pressure, and he's all fire zone, get to the quarterback. I was with Nick for a long time, so I would assume he'd sit back, let the 4 rush.
It's more of let the front eat. We sit back, and play our sound defense, and you got to literally pick us apart from every angle. So, I kind of like that motto too. Also, too, I'm more of like a team player. I'm with whatever coach call, I'm gonna try to execute it.
Right, as you should be. How does it feel? I saw Huff out there for a little bit. I don't know if he out there fully practicing yet, but it looked like he was in good spirits. How's it been to have him back around?
Oh man, his energy, Huff, it's a guy, he's a guy like he's hard not to like. He just, so positive. He brings so much energy to the room. And just when he speaks, everybody listen. Like he's just a natural born leader.
Mm-hmm. Okay, for sure is. He for sure is. Hey, all I've been hearing is you've been killing during camp. Obviously, it's a contract year. They got you playing inside. They got you playing outside. How are you feeling about that? Are you trying to spend more of your time outside? There were coaches that have said if you would have played inside in the Super Bowl, that game would have went different. But that's a story for a different day. Don't shoot the
Oh
messenger.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I believe that also. I'm more like whatever the team needs, but like with the contract part, it just got to make sense. Like, it can't just be, something that's really not my worth, I would say.
Right, right,
Um, but like just, being here and playing here, like, I love this team and I love everything about it, the organization, and just me wanting to execute and be one of those, Pro Bowl players, all pro players. I'll just constantly, and preach to myself that I just gotta work and just, be one of them guys. Like I gotta show up. Like, so that's kind of like the chip I play with on my shoulders. Like I just have to show up.
right, right. And it's gonna be that way until you get paid. After you get paid, a couple years later, like it's gonna be that way. You got to stay hungry and you got to stay after it. Um, But I've been proud of you, man. I've been really proud of your growth. You've played really well. You showing up and showing out. You got a family now. They said your kid broke the record at Kaiser, which is crazy.
Oh
You ain't that
yeah,
big of a like.
yeah.
How
Yeah.
wild was that?
Yeah, it was actually crazy because they be doing it in kilos when they weigh the babies. And I was looking at the numbers and I was like, and then I'll just put up my phone and I start doing the numbers. I was like, no, this is crazy. No, this can't be, because they was telling us the whole time that he was gonna be like 7 pounds. So we was like not expecting a huge baby like that. So when he came out and it happened and it was like, this is the biggest baby. Like they gave us like a certificate. Like this is the biggest baby that we didn't had, being born here. It was crazy.
That's insane. Hey, I hope you got your old lady something, because boy,
Oh yeah, yeah.
that
I
don't
had
sound
to.
like
I
no
had
joke.
to.
That don't sound like no joke. What you name him?
Titan.
Okay, I like that. I like that. What went into that? I really like that name.
Just him being so big, like he was so we just Titan was just one of those names that really stuck out.
So who else has been showing out in your opinion in training camp? Obviously, you got the rookie Purcell, who they drafted in the first round. And I mean, I'm sure you didn't got the up close and personal, but I try to tell people like rookie receivers is rare that they're gonna come in and have all the craftiness to deal with a veteran corner. You know what I mean? They might get you every now and then, but what have you seen from him that makes you feel optimistic?
I would say his work ethic. Like he one of those guys that I could tell like he put time into his craft. Like
Right,
just I don't even know if he noticed, but like I was watching like his Instagram videos and like him when he working out. I think he was like in Florida or something, or he was working out with some trainer, and I was just watching him, and you could tell like he was real determined. And
right,
then when I seen him like in camp, like he showed up on film, like his routes and stuff, like his crispiness and his hands for sure.
right.
Um, he ran like one of those routes. He ran like a 7 stop on me, and it was like blanket coverage. It was tight, and then he stuck his hands
Okay.
out and caught it, and then we went down to the ground, and then he spent the ball after. And then after that, after that, I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get it. I gotta get him back. Like, so
Right.
then, we've been battling. It's been a great battle. I feel like he's gonna come in and be a good guy. To come in and help us.
I like that. I like that. All pro Fred, obviously, again, you playing on such a talented defense, but still making an impact.
Not playing best ball at DraftKings? You're missing out. Here's what you need to know. DraftKings Best Ball Millionaire Contest is their biggest fantasy contest ever. We're talking $15 million guaranteed prize pool with two. That's right, two millionaires being crowned for first and second place. If you're a set it and forget it type, then Best Ball is for you. No waiver wires, no roster management, bigger rosters so injuries won't end your season. Only the draft, and that's it. You're set for the season. Still not convinced? Check it out. This year, DraftKings is offering everyone a draft one, get one special. Your $20 entry fee scores you a bonus ticket. Get in on all the best ball action. Download the DraftKings app and use code Richard. That's code Richard for all customers who enter the NFL Best Ball $15 million contest to get a bonus ticket and get a shot at being crowned one of two millionaires. Only on DraftKings.
What's those conversations like? Because y'all been a great defense since you've been in the league. Do you feel like the standard's the same? Do you feel like guys are making sure they're deliberate and intentional about holding the standard and teaching guys like the rookies coming in, like Renardo, who's coming in, to the standard and teaching them how things are done, so that the next group is ready to play?
Oh yeah, Fred, he is the standard, really. You've seen him work. He's deliberate and walkthroughs. Everything about him. It's like he's the standard. So a lot of people see him in the walkthroughs and in practice, and then coaches. They actually pointed out and this is how you get it done. And his resume, it shows. So everybody want that same type of resume. So we all kind of follow in the footsteps and try to be that, but in our own way. Fred is one of those, he's one of those guys, you don't come across him in this league, and it shows. He's different. I remember my first time getting in there, it was a preseason against the Raiders. My first time at nickel. It was so much communication. He was calling out so much stuff, and it was crazy. And I was after that point on, I was like, yeah, he one of them ones.
Right.
He one of them ones. It was just it was undeniable.
Right. That's how it is. I'm sure you communicating like that now. Once you get
started,
you know what you know.
Yeah. Once you know, you know.
Yeah. So, question, because I never watched it. Did you ever get a chance to go back and watch the Super Bowl?
I went back. I had to watch it. I just had to see. But I kind of felt, because I talked to Wilkes before the game, and I was just telling them how I was feeling. I was me, I watch a lot of film, so I was just seeing where the ball was going. And I was it's mainly in between the hashes, it's going to the slots. They don't really got no dominant outside guy. Right. So I was telling them I feel like I should be in the slot this game. I never came to him, because I never questioned the coach, never questioned decisions and nothing. I came to him. That was the only time I came to him, and I said that. But they had their philosophy, and what they felt worked, was going to work, and they made that decision. So I was all right, I'm gonna just roll with it, and I'm gonna just try to do what I can to help us win.
Well, look, I'm gonna tell you this from experience, and as an old man who don't play no more, just go talk to Kyle.
Yeah.
At that point, look, if you get any kind of feeling in your heart, any kind of inkling, just go talk to Kyle. It's his team, it's his what do you want to do with it? Because I think that'll move the needle next time. If you'd have said that to him, you'd have been playing inside the Super Bowl. And that would have been the end of it. He would have lived with it. He would have lived with it because it was a gut feeling from you. It's one of those things, the universe and energy and all that. It would have happened just like that. But I heard the GOAT reached out to you and gave you some encouragement. That had to feel good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's all you got? That's all you got? Tom Brady reached out. He said, yeah, it was cool. It was good. Sheesh.
Oh, because I kind of had my heart to heart with Tom Brady, after that Bucs game when when we played them. It was like my first time meeting them, like seeing them. It was like crazy. That was like one of the craziest feelings. I was like, wow, this is Tom Brady. Like I've been watching him for a long time. Like, and I'm actually seeing him up in person. And then like I'm talking to him and shaking his hand and like we conversating. It was like that was crazy.
Right. It don't even feel real when you're talking to it, right?
Yeah, it was like, man, I didn't see you on TV so many times and never thought I'd be speaking to you.
Right. And he a good dude, man. I like the so this year, year 4, you established, people know who you are, opponents know who you are. What receivers you looking forward to facing this year? And don't tell me everybody, because that's
I mean, it's the whole schedule on the menu. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like week 1, we starting off week 1, Garrett Wilson. He's on there because the league respect him. Justin Jefferson, of course, you see his contract. But Justin Jefferson the most really because when we had that joint practice, I felt like me going against him really helped me make the team that year because like I was coming off of a rookie slump or what like the doghouse. And my second year, they was already, we had drafted some guys and I was already in a bad position. Well, I felt like it kind of was looking like I was in a bad position to where I was like fighting for a roster spot. So like I was seeing like all the articles and stuff, and I was like thinking in my head, like, this can't be true because like I know how good I am. Like, this is crazy. So then like that whole second year, it was like a big drive. Like I'm taking my shot, like I'm going in, like I'm doing whatever I gotta do to make this team. Cause like I ain't grow up like to be like I was never trying to be number 2. Like I was always trying to be 1. Like I was always trying to be the one, like that guy. So just seeing those articles, it was like crazy to me. Like, wow, like this is what they think. Like, all right. So then I just locked in. When I moved to Arizona, I was my son was like 6 months, and I was studying film. Like this is the most film I probably ever watched. Like I was just studying film, and I was hitting you up. I hit you up. I was talking to you. And then I started watching film. Like I started locking in, started learning concepts, and stuff started making sense.
Makes sense.
So then I start pairing it with the playbook. So I put myself through a call through the playbook, and then it was like it started getting easy. So then I started to see it. So then once we came back, that's when the coaches was telling me like, you look like a different player now. Like, and I was like, it just had to make sense for me. So that was like kind of like my whole little second year jump, and then what drove me into making the team. So when I got lined up against Justin Jefferson, I remember Kyle was standing right behind him watching, and I was like, this is my shot to make the team, really, like right here. So then that rep, I think he ran like a dig route. I broke it up, and then I looked at Kyle and he was smiling. So I was like, all right, I'm in the plus. So then the whole practice, I was like everywhere Justin Jefferson was going, I'm like I'm telling Ambry, like, I'm trying to follow him. Like I need this one. Like, so he motioned over, he run it out, he catch it, but it's like tight coverage. He catch it. So yeah, we talking, we going back and forth, run plays, we going at it. He like this time he run a hitch. I covered a hitch, and then he scramble drill, and then scramble drill, and then he run down the field, and then they throw a deep ball. I did up. I'm talking. I'm like, we going at it the whole practice. So then I felt like after that it was kind of like respect, and then I went and then I balled in the game, and then that's when I felt like I was in a better position to make the team.
Bro, that's inspiring. Bro, you gonna have to tell that story. You're gonna have to tell that story a lot. When you done after 15 years of playing National Football League, however long you want to play, you're gonna have to tell that story. You're gonna inspire some young man who having a tough camp or who having a tough year to go out there and believe he can get it done. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that Kyle. I knew it because like he never really watched he watched one-on-ones, but this one, like, it was like a different position, and he was like right there. He was like this is the receiver right in front of me. He was standing directly behind him, and then my position coach, he was like off to the right. So I was like, this is the one. This is the rep that could save me right here.
Yeah, 100%.
So
Look, a lot of times what you feel is what it really is. You know what it feel like when you're in that bubble and things ain't going how you want them to go. Look,
yeah,
we don't want to say it, but football is one of those honest sports. You go into that film room every goddamn day, and they tell you
yeah.
exactly how they feel about you, good, bad,
Oh,
or
yeah.
indifferent. So,
And then like at that time, I was running with the threes on like.
ooh,
Yeah, so it was looking like, Green Bay, we played Green Bay that year, like first game, and I didn't play till like the second. I want to say they put me in the first quarter because I think somebody was tired, or they put me in, and then but I wasn't realistically supposed to play till like the second quarter. So I was already feeling like, man, like it was already like, I don't know, but I'm like, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. Like, that's just what it is. Like, I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do. And then I was like, I knew we was having a joint practice, but I didn't know if Justin Jefferson was gonna practice. But I was like, whoever out there, like,
right, strap.
yeah, like, yeah, I was that whole camp, like, but I felt like this camp was like more of like me, perfecting my craft and trying to, just take my game to the next level.
But bro, that's part of the journey. It's like that's exactly how I was. I was fifth round just like you was. You come in, you
Yeah,
fighting for your life. You don't know up from down. You don't care. Like, I'm not about to drown. Like, I'm about to
yeah,
scrap. Y'all gonna have to put me out of this place. And then
yeah,
the second year, you
yeah,
like, hey, I kind of know what's going on, but still, I'm strapping everybody. I'm about what I'm about, 10
yeah,
toes. And then your third year, you're like, all right, like I got it pretty much together. Like, let me lock in. I want to be a press. I want to be a step kick. Let me schematically, let me understand the concepts, understand the scheme, understand the team. You know what I mean? How I can be a leader,
yeah,
how I can impact others. And then you keep going from there. And like you said, like you start to help other guys, bring other people along, and continue to elevate your game because
yeah,
you a dog. And that's sometimes what Kyle be wanting to see. That's why he probably went over there in one-on-ones, because he knew, he was like, he probably said something about you, and then he wanted to go see if it was true. And so he was like,
yeah,
I got to go see this rep for myself. And you showed him what he thought he was going to see. And I
yeah.
respect the hell out of that, because Kyle was a straight shooter. If you go talk, I don't
Oh
know how many
yeah, yeah.
conversations you had with him.
Because that same training camp, like in practice, he had like called me out. He had called me out and was like, I know you a dog, but you gotta show it, like show it all the time. And I was like, wait, like I felt like I've been showing I'm a dog. Like, this not dog enough for you? Like, so then I'm like leash off now. Like,
Right.
like you just gave me the keys. Now I want it. This I'm gonna give you what you want.
Right. Now, every time I do something, I'm going to just, hey, this is what you wanted. This is what you wanted. Oh, that's cool, man. That's exactly how I was. I was scratching and fighting, and then after a while, you feel so dominant. You're like, "Hey, I'm
Yeah,
in one-on-ones. I'm working tech." I sometimes didn't even use the button my chin strap, and then the office coordinator would be like, "You didn't even buckle your chin strap. How did you stop that run? You're not taking it serious." I was like, "I'm taking it
yeah,
dead ass serious. I
yeah,
don't give a damn about none of that. I'm locked into my keys. Bang, it's all technical. You ain't gonna
oh
speed me
yeah,
up, and me not buckling is me just letting you know you're not speeding me up. Like, I'm not
yeah,
concerned out here."
yeah,
Game Time is an authorized ticket marketplace of Major League Baseball, which makes getting tickets easier and faster. Prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer it gets to the first pitch. When I go to Mariners games, Game Time makes it easy to get my tickets at the last minute. Take the guesswork out of buying MLB tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use the code SHERMAN for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and use the code SHERMAN for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Which corners did you, because we different body types, so I could try to help you as much as I want. My God, I always meant to talk to you about this. Green Bay game. might have been 2 years ago. They gave you PI and you
Yeah.
used my move, and I could not believe they called that on you. You
Yeah,
caught
that one was I was kind of because I was watching. I got all your tape, so I got everybody. Like I got yours, I got Revis, I got Champ, like just all the goats. You know what I'm saying? I got all y'all tape, so I seen you did it one time. And I seen they didn't call it. So I was like, that's kind of good. Like, that's a good. And I had the white gloves on. So I was thinking, like,
you were
I was
on.
gonna get it. I was gonna get away with it, and I was surprised they called it. That's why, because like after the play, I started celebrating, and then I seen the flag, and I'm like, "Whoa, he saw that? Like
His
how?"
wait, bro. I watched it live, and I said I've never seen him call it. Never.
I was sick. I was sick.
Oh,
I was sick. I
you
was
did it
like,
so clean too.
I thought I got away with it, but it's probably because he was so much taller than me or something, and they just
No,
I
they
don't
just be
know.
hating because where he was looking from, because where he threw the flag from, he couldn't have saw y'all body to body. You inside, got his hand.
I
What are we doing?
Yeah, that it was crazy, and that was like my first game. That was my first game at nickel too.
Right.
And yeah, and that was the game that Aaron Rodgers had set me down. Like that was my rookie slump. Like after that game, so I got something in store for him Monday night, week 1.
I love that. I love that. I love that. Hey, this ain't the rookie no more. It's the
Yeah.
vet. Yeah, hey, you got your revenge list. We're gonna revisit it during the middle of the season, like as
Oh
you check
yeah.
them off.
Oh yeah.
But man, that's pretty cool. But I like that you let that out, because sometimes that was my biggest thing in a Senior Bowl. The Senior Bowl is when I kind of let myself off the leash, because in college I used to be like, the coach was like, "Hey, you got to get lower in your technique. You got to do this. You
Yeah.
got to do that." And I'm like, "Bro, if y'all just leave me alone, I promise you I can strap." But
Yeah.
y'all want me bending down to 5'6" when I'm 6'3", and that's
Yeah,
tough to
like
play.
yeah, sometimes you can't overcoach it. Like sometimes somebody just got the natural, like God-given ability to do that, to stand tall and be able to just stop on a dime and change direction. Like some stuff you just can't coach.
Right. And so that's what happened when I got to the league. I got to the Senior Bowl. I was like, F it. I'm gonna play it my way. If they're gonna cut me and I'm gonna get eliminated and get sent home, I'm gonna get sent home doing it how I'm supposed to do it. Like,
Yeah.
and I did that all the way until I retired. And it worked
Yeah.
out. It worked out.
Yeah, it worked out for sure.
So what's your goals this season? Gotta be Pro Bowl, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Pro Bowl, all pro. Like I'm setting the bar so high. Like I want to shoot for the stars.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when I set myself to a standard, like I be expecting to do. I'm trying to do more than the standard.
Right.
Like I'm trying to be higher. Like
Right.
I want to Pro Bowl, all pro, 5 interceptions. A good amount of tackles, because I know they say DB's not supposed to have a lot of tackles. That means you getting the ball caught on you. So, a good amount of tackles where just strap the whole season.
Right. Get you a few TFLs, somehow get back there in the run game.
TFL, sacks. Yeah. I've been doing good, like on my pass rush moves now, and getting to the quarterback. So I feel like I can showcase some of that too.
I like that. It all come with experience and time. It all come experience and time. So in your 4 years or your 3 years, who's been the toughest receiver you saw?
It was Justin Jefferson. I would say, because I felt like that was like the first dominant receiver that I went against. That was like dominating in the league. Like I felt like he was the first one that I actually was able to guard, because E-Man and Mooney, they was both hurt. They was both hurt. So I was able to get out there and actually get with him like a couple times. So I felt like it was him, but like it'll be a different approach this year, because like I didn't outgrew that rookie stage and that that second year stage. So it'll be like a different battle. So, but so far, yeah, it's been him. I would say him, and then Aiyuk in there.
Yeah.
'Cause, we didn't had our battles like all training camp last year. Like we was having battles. Like it was battles. Like, and he was lining up at the X on the right side all the time, and I play the right corner, so I was able to see him like majority of like every day in practice. Every day in practice, we was going at it.
Right.
So I felt like that helped boost my game too, and also going against Debo, you never know what you gonna get out of Debo. Like he can line up anywhere and do anything really. Like he's just one of those players, and then he get the ball in his hand, and now you got to tackle him.
Right.
So like I felt like they all played a part in making me to who I am. With just building the confidence.
So the hyena going from 38 to 2, what went into that? Was it just growth? Or was it just like shedding the rookie young kid and going vet? Or
yeah. That's definitely what it was. It was that, and then it was like the number looked way better. Like I knew it looked better when Kyle said in a meeting like the night before the game, he was like, "Oh my God, you look so much better in 2." And I was like, he's definitely right. Because I used to see that 38, like even the plays I used to make a play, I used to be like, oh, I wish I had a better number on. It's like, oh man, it's like if I would have just had 2 on, maybe I would have had a way more jersey sales.
right. People ain't buying that 38 willingly. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I was like, I tried to make it look good. I was trying to do the extra, but then it was just like, nah. I knew it was bad when my video guys was talking about me. They was like, oh, bro, you need to get rid of that. He's like, you're a vet now.
Look, Charvarius. Look, I talked about Charvarius and Snead and them boys in Kansas City. I was like, y'all be balling, but got the stankest 35s and 38s.
Yeah.
I said, I was hoping he didn't come over to San Francisco with that 3.5 on.
He had it at first. Like in OTAs when he first came. He had the 3.5, and then he's like, I think I'm about to change my number to 7. I was like 7. I was like, I gotta see it. And then he put it on, and I was like, all right, yeah, you siete, yeah, that's you. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad he did, because he gets a lot more love, and because he used to ball out, but he had that 3.5 on, and people just would not give him
I think
credit.
that definitely played a part too. That like he didn't get much love because he had 35.
Right, even when he came to the 9,
it's 7, like it's more like it's a better look for sure.
No question. So it's Pat. Well, clearly, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to argue. Who is the best quarterback you didn't see outside of Pat and then Brock?
Outside of Pat and Brock, Matthew Stafford,
crafty, ain't he?
And then Kirk Cousins. Them two, like I slept on them too, because like I always grew up like, oh, he played for the Lions. All right, he played for the Redskins. So I didn't really know like when Kyle like start breaking down the offense and like how they have to read and like and then it's like the edge rushers nowadays is running 4-3, so you got to do all this in a matter of time, quickness. So I start so once we played Minnesota that week and we lost to them at their house and Kirk Cousins was having a hell of a game, I was like, I had so much respect for him after, because I was like, I didn't think he could do it.
Bro, Kirk wanted.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think he could do it.
That don't look. I'm gonna let you know something. There's certain quarterbacks that the media get in their little feelings about that they don't get credit, and Kirk is one of them dudes.
Yeah.
You will never hear it from me. Kirk is one of them. Like if he got the right supporting cast, he gonna give somebody a long day.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I was talking to Trent about it, and he was like, "Man, I'm telling you, Kirk is good, bro."
He's good.
And I'm like, yeah, okay. We got Bosa coming off the edge. Like, yeah, we'll see. Like, I'm just, just being young, just thinking of the Kirk Cousins and the Redskins, like they having losing records and stuff. So I'm thinking like that. And I'm like, so then once I actually seen him and he was standing in there throwing dots, I was like, wow.
That boy can do it.
He was nice.
He do it. He can be tricked, but if he on, he gonna get the ball where it's supposed to be going. But
oh yeah, for sure.
And Stafford just was in Detroit. The difference between Stafford and A-Rod seems great outside. You know what I mean? Because A-Rod got the MVPs and all that. On that field, it is not as great as you think. Like that boy Stafford can sling the rock, sidearm here,
Yeah, no look. Yeah, he was throwing a couple of no looks when we played him versus the Rams. He was throwing I was like, wow, like this is a Hall of Fame quarterback. Like,
bro, he
he
can
was
do
putting
it.
the ball to where it was like you couldn't even I couldn't even break the ball up. It was like he's just putting it there.
Right.
Like, I'm like, I know that was great coverage. He just putting it there.
Right. It's a hitch. He throwing it to his back hip away from you to the sideline. You're like, bro,
Yeah.
I drove inside hit. That could have been a pick.
So yeah, that's why. So when I finally intercepted him, I was happy as hell. I was like, oh, got him back. Finally we even now.
He a good quarterback, man. It's a lot of people that it's some people they get too much credit to, and then there's some people that they just think are cheats and they not. Like Dak, they give Dak a lot of headache. Dak will get let Dak be on.
Oh yeah. When Dak is on, he on.
He on. And that's why he was second team all pro. But what else? What else you got for me that you're excited for this season?
Really that game versus KC. I think that's another game that's on the list that I myself like we have to win that game.
Right.
That game is like a must win. Like we got to get some type of get back, and then at the end get another get back.
Right.
We settle it off. Like we 0-1 against them. Well, I mean, since I've been on the team, we're 0-1 against them.
Yeah, don't bring up the old stuff. Don't bring up the old stuff.
Yeah, we're 0-2 against them. Against the
Yes, I do.
But I feel like this year, this is our year, and we all determined and focused, and we know what's at stake. Like we know, like this could possibly be the last dance.
Right.
So we know what needs to be done.
What you doing different this year to make that result different?
Really just being more like vocal. I feel like last year I was kind of in the phase where like, I ain't make enough plays yet to really, say something or really voice how I feel. But this year I feel like I'm more of like being in that, like trying to be a leader, like, trying to lead and like speak. Cause actually some of the guys in the room, well, most of the guys in the room, like when I do say something, like they actually do listen. Like I never thought like it was like that. Like, just because I was I came in 5th round and then made a couple plays, but I wasn't really like the guy in the room. So it was like I could really never really said anything.
Right.
But like now it's like just like a different approach.
And I'm sure they appreciate that. I'm sure everybody appreciate that, including DB.
Oh yeah, DB.
Well, let me ask you if you got any questions for me. I ain't gonna take too much more of your day. I know you got stuff to do and get back to that baby.
Oh yeah.
I wonder how big he is now. How big is he now?
2 years old, and he's knocking on 40 pounds.
Oh God. Yeah.
He wearing 4-year-old clothes, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, see, I thought you had a DB. You might want to just put his hand in the ground and make him mean, because
come off that edge.
Gotta come off the edge. I don't know where these genetics came from, but that's what we doing with this, babe.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, shoot, I appreciate you joining me. I'm gonna have you again before the season's up if you want.
Yeah.
Talk about it again.
Okay. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, Demo. Good luck.
All right. Appreciate it.